welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The soaring CN Tower is seen from the waters of Lake Ontario, along with the rest of beautiful downtown Toronto, our setting today. It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. Chamberlain is out there with Richmond. Then there's Moses Malone. Then there's Klay Thompson. And it's Kidd in at the 1 spot. And for the Raptors, they've got Dwayne Wade. Tracy McGrady is out there with Howard. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Ewing in at the 5. Boris, what are you going to be watching about these two teams who seem to be strong up front?
Yeah, I think certainly both have guys with size who also bring incredible skill to the game. And it's really hard to win this league without at least one elite player at one of the front court positions. Boy, that's a beautiful touch on the floater. And let's remember, not everyone has that shot in their arsenal.
Here's Wade. And too long on the shot.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Richmond with the bucket.
And he is extremely offensive-minded here tonight. Richmond with the skill set to score on all 3 levels.
Now here is Hardaway. Passes to McGrady. Here's Ewing. Good. And it's McGrady who picks up the assist.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
They're basically saying you're going to have to guard us at every point on the floor tonight if you're going to have any chance.
Here is Richmond. Patrick Ewing picking up that last basket. Chamberlain trying to get open. Richmond no good.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
And you talk about this market of Toronto, Doris, it's been slept on for a long time.
No doubt, Greg, this is one of the biggest markets in North America. The Raptors are Canada's team, a country of over 37 million people. The Raptors ranked 4th last season in attendance.
Now here's Wade. Following the miss by Moses Malone, beyond the arc. Wade misses.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Kidd kicks to Richmond. The pass to Chamberlain. Wade against Thompson. Just 5 on the clock. The shot, no good. Now Toronto takes it the other way. And Jason Kidd picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Toronto. Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for Howard. Barry comes in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Nash in for Hardaway. Here's Barry. McGrady outside. Here's Ewing. Shoots over Malone. No good from Ewing.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
Pass to Nowitzki. Nash against Kidd. Ewing, the pass to Nash. Over Kidd. And it's all evened up.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
It's all tied in Toronto. And we'll be back with you right after this. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, what's your take on Toronto so far?
They just came into this game with the mindset of sharing the basketball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So the Lakers 5 right now. They've got Pau Gasol. West is out there with Iverson. Then it's Richmond. And it's Gilmore in at the center. Iverson gets the bucket.
And the D just a step slow, reacting to the step back.
And so here's Toronto. Nash kicks to McGrady. Nash with it. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
Here's West. Feeds to Richmond. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Richmond's got 6 points.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Now here's Nash. Back to Nowitzki. No one near him. Good, and the assist goes to Nash. Nowitzki's got the lead up to 2 now for the Raptors. And so it's West with it. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. On the wing, Iverson. Over McGrady. And again, it's the Lakers.
And Iverson, no problem scoring over the contested arms of the defense. His focus, just insane.
Here's Barry. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And that one drops for him.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
West passes to Iverson. To the middle. And Ewing with the block. But they get it back. Iverson no good.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
West against Nash. Pass to McGrady. Here's Nowitzki. Down low. Here's Nash. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, good job to take it right at him.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. And some changes here for the Raptors. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Ewing. Dwayne Wade comes in for Barry. And Hardaway is subbed in for Tracy McGrady. Now here's Kidd, and it's sent back by Howard.
There's a reason Dwight Howard has so many all-defensive teams to his credit. Good night with the block.
Chamberlain with the block. Kidd against Nash. Out to Thompson. Back to Kidd. There's the 3. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Raptors lead by 4.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. The first quarter for the Raptors was fairly even. Nothing seemed to give way on either. And that...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Kind of like what Steve Nash has done in this game.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, he knows they're coming for him, but he's accustomed to that kind of attention, and he's quite comfortable dealing with it.
Tracy McGrady is out there with Howard. Then there's Dwayne Wade. Then it's Ewing, and it's Hardaway in at the point guard position. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tracy McGrady. That is his first foul of the game. Toronto on defense. They lead by 4. Howard against Chamberlain. Or sometimes what was once considered a negative becomes a positive. For example, tweeners are now looked at as very valuable assets and very versatile assets.
Yeah, Kev, no doubt. Like, think about how much the game has changed for players like Draymond Green, who was so integral to the success of the Golden State Warriors. Here was a young guy who was considered at one point coming out of college for the power forward and center spot, too small to play the position. But as the NBA has downsized, as it's gotten smaller and faster, Draymond Green can be as important as any other player on a roster.
Yeah, and Malone excels at putting himself in a great position, really on both ends. Just a dynamite rebounder and interior scorer.
Stephen Curry's checked in for the Raptors. Good on the second free throw. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Wade outside. Ewing trying to get open, and Thompson sends it back.
We know that Thompson is an excellent defender. He does such a good job timing shots for those rejections.
The Raptors have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And as a team, excellent a season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
That's good from Ewing, and Toronto making a change here. Barry's checked in, and Los Angeles making a change here as well. McAdoo is checked in for Moses Malone. Both free throws good from Ewing.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. It's tipped. Stolen by Ewing. Fast break Toronto. Lobbed up there for Howard. And it's slammed in by Howard.
That's about communication between teammates. Dwight Howard, high flying as ever.
Kidd kicks to Chamberlain. Richmond outside. Shoots from the elbow. Ball's knocked loose. Kidd against Curry. Richmond outside. 5 to shoot. Good, and the assist to Kidd. Richmond's got 9.
And you can see Kidd's ability to pass truly is a gift. When one of his teammates is open, he is quick to get them the ball in rhythm.
Good on the shot. And the Raptors lead by 8. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Patrick Ewing.
And Kidd really just a nightly triple-double threat. Big point guard who can score, pass, and also rebounds the ball.
Some changes for Toronto. Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for Ewing. Hardaway comes in for Barry. And it's Nash in for Curry. Now here's Nash. 6 points for him. Shot clock at 6. Again, Toronto. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Toronto ahead, up 9. And coming up as soon as we reach... And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Lakers trail by 9, and on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. Jason Kidd is out there with Thompson. Then it's Richmond. Then there's Chamberlain, and it's Malone in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Yeah, Malone's strength can be intimidating. He's superb at scoring, even when the D is draped all over.
Kidd against Nash. And Nash gets double teamed. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And the Lakers have possession. The Lakers shooting struggles apparent. 37% from the field. Malone dishes the Kidd. Malone against Nash. Malone passes to Kidd. Lets it go. And right through it goes.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And this is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
Toronto calls timeout.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
Some changes for Toronto. Patrick Ewing's checked in for Nowitzki. And Tracy McGrady subbed in for Steve Nash. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during that break, Coach Nick Nurse talked to his team. His key message was, don't get comfortable. Those guys are going to come at us with everything they've got. Let's bring the intensity and stay focused on every possession. Kevin, back to you.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question, he altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Thompson in the posts, working on Howard. Back to Malone. Banked in off the glass. Malone's got 4 points this quarter.
And Malone, a high percentage scorer when he gets it in deep. Once he's got the defense on his back, the game becomes easy with his ability to score.
Ewing, Chamberlain with the block. On the wing, Thompson. Guarded by Hardaway. Kidd, no good.
I'll tell you, most of the time, this guy's going to finish that. But that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
On the wing, Tracy McGrady. He's covered by Richmond. Thompson against Wade. And Thompson kicks to Richmond. Here's Malone. It counts. And that shot brings them to within just one.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And Hardaway's nickname came from his grandmother. She was calling him pretty, but with that southern drawl, it sounded like Penny.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Yeah, those free throws make things a little more simpler right now. They just have to guard against the three-pointer.
Timeout called the Lakers. They're behind by 3. 23 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, what do you think?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
And it's either got to be a three-pointer or a score quickly and take the foul.
And now a moment to take a look at our Jordan player of the game.
And his shooting percentage reflects just how efficient he's been. It's better than 50%, always a sign of a solid offensive performance. But his movement and his shot selection have also both been tremendous.
Yes! A tremendous three to tie it up.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
Toronto calls timeout. The score knotted at 26. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Nash the pass to Ewing. To the paint. It falls!
Well, he is a guy who has made a career of nailing clutch shots. Dwayne Wade, wow.
Timeout called the Lakers. They're trailing by 2. Just 2 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And with a couple seconds still on the clock, I try to get the ball in as close to the basket as possible. That way, if you miss a quick one, you may have time for a putback to tie it at the buzzer.
Thompson for the triple. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. And so the big win by Toronto in a tight game. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Alton, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. So long.
Road with no top. We my dang it. Chain go bling go blah. Teeth go neck go. Stilo retro. We got my people show out. Yeah. I study the game like a tool. Schooling the kids with no rule. Giving out go like a boost. Calling me king like a moose.
Better call me king like Shango. Only seeing green like Rondo. Gold everything on me pronto. Fitting 30 kings, 50 queens in a condo. Clear course sitting on my wrist. More real estate. Putting all the in a try.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, here we go. NBA action. The Toronto Raptors taking the floor against the Los Angeles Lakers. Taking a look at the Lakers, this is going to be a great
and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. Terrific shot of Nathan Phillips Square here in downtown Toronto. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. We've got Moses Malone. Richmond is out there with Chamberlain. Then it's Thompson, and it's Kidd in at the point guard position. And for Toronto, they've got Howard. Hardaway is out there with Dwayne Wade. Then it's Tracy McGrady, and it's Ewing in at the center. It's Richmond on the wing, McGrady covering. From the wing, kept alive, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And I'll tell you, the combination of agility, wingspan, and stamina, very difficult to keep Wilt from scoring off those misses.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hardaway. Here's Kidd. It's Richmond on the wing. McGrady covering. Inside. Chamberlain. It's good on the putback.
I tell you what, he was on a mission on that possession. Did not stop working until he got it up and in.
Hardaway against Kidd. McGrady outside. Here's Ewing. No good on that one. Nice D from Malone. Lakers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Chamberlain, good in the assist to Kidd. Chamberlain got 6.
But here's the problem. No one's got the strength to move Wilt off his spot, and no one has the height to challenge the shot at its point of release.
Now, here's Wade. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
McGrady against Richmond. The pass to Chamberlain. Thompson outside. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. And Ewing sends it back. And that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession. And the Raptors with some changes. Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for Howard. Nash is subbed in for Hardaway. Puts it up off the inbound. Chamberlain, the pass to Malone. And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. 5 on the clock. And here's Kidd from the arc. Los Angeles with a fresh shot clock. The shot by Chamberlain, no good. And Nowitzki has it in the corner. That shot off. And the Lakers going the other way now. On the wing, Thompson. Wade is covering. Pass to Chamberlain. Over McGrady. Again, Chamberlain missing. Raptors trail by 4. Popped up there for Wade. And it's Wade with the jam.
Surprising the defense. Alley-oop to the veteran. Wade saying, I'm going to keep on coming until they catch up with me.
Yep, it counts.
And this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
Out left to the wing. Nash outside. No good that time. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Lakers on top. They lead by 4. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter, Pau Gasol is out there with Chamberlain. Then there's West. Then it's Richmond. And it's Iverson in at the 2. Here's Nowitzki. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Chamberlain got his 5th rebound right now in the game. On the wing, Iverson. Steve, we've seen a few guys score close to 70 points in a game recently. Devin Booker of Phoenix certainly has gotten to that mark. Who might be the next guy to get to 70?
I think James Harden, because the way he shoots the 3-ball and gets to the free throw line, he's one. Steph Curry for sure. Kevin Durant. And I think Giannis in a few years, if he can start knocking down those threes, because I'm sure he can get about 40 points in the paint, 10 at the line, but he needs to knock down a few threes.
Yeah, just so many ways to score the basketball. Barry is one of the more inventive scorers the NBA has ever seen. Inside, outside, mid-range, he does not get rattled.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Dwight Howard's checked in for Nowitzki. Hardaway comes in for Dwayne Wade. And Curry subbed in for Nash. Iverson outside. Pass to Gasol. And Ewing sends it back. And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here. McAdoo is checked in for Pau Gasol. 1:46 left in the first half of the game. 4 on the shot clock. And the Lakers with another miss. And so Curry will bring it up for Toronto. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. And it's the Lakers on the break. Here's West. And there's the lay-in. West has got his first basket.
No hesitation. He just takes off and takes it the distance.
Yeah, he's a one-man show in transition. Impressive play, taking it right to the rim.
Hardaway. Here's Ewing. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And during last season's playoffs, we heard the Bucks complaining about Drake's theatrics on the sidelines. Smitty, do you see any problem with that?
You know, GA, first of all, we know Drake is very animated. He's a part of this organization. We got to know he's a Toronto native and he loves this team. Yes, it's a problem when it starts to affect the game. But if not, I think all teams, especially the Bucks last year in the playoffs, you just got to focus and play.
And a 2-for-1 is there for them if they want it.
Often the way you end quarters has a big impact on the outcome of the game.
Passes it to Curry. Good. And it's McGrady who picks up the assist.
This is what Steph gives you, the sizzle and the steak, the highlights and the plays where he just grinds it out.
It's stolen by McGrady. Curry with it. West picks him up. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Toronto shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And Hardaway's nickname came from his grandmother. She was calling him pretty, but with that southern drawl, it sounded like Penny.
Here's Kidd, and Ewing sends it back. Now here comes Nash, leading the break. Here's McGrady, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass. McGrady's got the lead up to 3 now for Toronto.
And I'm a big fan of the awareness of Nash on the floor. A selfless player who's just fantastic at getting the ball.
And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Raptor.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed the first quarter for the Raptors was fairly even. They only had a couple of rough stretches as the first period. And
we've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Nice game. Great performance by Wilt Chamberlain.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
Basketball 101. You've got to put a body on him. Unfortunately, that's a fundamental that's gone by the wayside.
T-Wade out there with Hardaway. Then there's Howard. Then there's Ewing. And it's McGrady in at the 3. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Kidd passes to Richmond. Malone trying to break free. Richmond dishes to Thompson. Sinks the triple. Thompson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And the Raptors took some heat for parting ways with reigning Coach of the Year, Dwayne Casey. But his successor, Nick Nurse, guided this franchise to an NBA title.
Tremendous self-belief and determination. The only NBA head coach who was also a head coach in college, the G League, and overseas. He's been preparing for this for a long time.
Here's Richmond. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
Here's Wade. Shot clock at 5. Ewing can't hit.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
Well-placed alley-oop pass into the layup.
I like the way Klay now studies a defense and makes great decisions with the ball.
Kidd against Wade, taken away by Kidd. For the tie, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Lobbed up there for Howard. The alley-oop layup, very well done. And the Raptors lead by 4.
And Dwight Howard wants to be a factor offensively. Important to him to get those touches.
Kidd kicks to Thompson. It's Richmond on the wing. Outside Kidd. 6 to shoot. Over Hardaway. Great D that time from Hardaway.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
McGrady passes to Ewing, and then Ewing with the jam.
Yeah, and you got to respect the size McGrady has. Easily seen over the defense there to spot the open man.
Here's Richmond. Rebounded by Howard. Raptors leading by 6.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
But you know, this is where your patience is tested. If you shoot too quickly, you give your opponent a chance to close out the quarter.
17-foot shot on the way.
Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
And so it's Toronto. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
At his position, traditionally, his job is to shoot the basketball. Give him credit for keeping his eyes up and just taking what the defense allows.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. So the Lakers 5 right now. Chamberlain is out there with Thompson. Then it's Pau Gasol. Then it's Jason Kidd, and it's Iverson in at the 2 guard. McGrady passes to Nash. Chamberlain with the block.
And the quickness off the floor, the insane reach. Well, one of the greatest shot blockers you'll ever see.
Nash can't get it to go. Lakers trail by 6. Now the pass to Iverson. A three-pointer, no good.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Dwight Howard.
Klay Thompson's game has evolved. Came into this league as a knockdown shooter. Now he's one of the better all-around players we have.
Richmond, he's checked in for Los Angeles.
No doubt about those free throws. This is why you put the ball in his hands.
Nowitzki right side. Wilt Chamberlain with the rebound. Chamberlain got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Richmond no good.
And really, for some reason, just not a big part of their offense today. Hard to get into a rhythm when you're getting so few opportunities at the rim.
Lakers trail by 4. Lets it go from the wing, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
You know that he's always going to find a way to get the ball in tight situations like that and knock it down.
Toronto calls timeout. They're up by 2. 1:31 left to play here in the fourth. Dwayne Wade's checked in for the Raptors. Malone's checked in for the Lakers. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse told his team. This is still a close game, and he told his guys, we're not far away. We can still get this one. If we seize the moment, we can walk away with the win, guys.
Kidd with it, guarded now by Nash. Kidd kicks to Chamberlain, pass to Thompson. Outside Kidd. Pulls up from the corner, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Some changes for Toronto. Ewing comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. Hardaway is subbed in for Nash. The Raptors have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Bobbed up there for Howard, and Howard with the stuff.
Yeah, and Superman taking flight for the lob finish.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're trailing by 7. 50 seconds left in the game. And with this game closing in on the final buzzer, let's take a look at our Jordan Player of the Game.
And he's provided them with a major mismatch on that low block tonight. That they've been able to lean on his scoring in the paint. And if nothing else has worked, he's given them a reliable option on every possession.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets.
And Kidd using that size well inside. Fantastic with the read of the D there and exploiting the weakness.
This may be their most important possession.
No doubt about it. As long as they don't make any major mistakes, this one's in the bag.
There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Malone. And Ewing with the block. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Outside Kidd. And the three off target. Here's Toronto now, leading by 5. And they go to the intentional foul.
That's his second personal foul.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And the second of 2 is good. That increases their lead to 6. And the Lakers call time here. They trail by 6. 23 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
They need a quick basket here.
Not only do they need a bucket, they need a 3 just to give them any chance at all.
.23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Thompson against Wade. And Thompson kicks to Kidd. And again, no good by the Lakers. And so they foul intentionally.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Toronto, Dwayne Wade. At the line for 2.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Dwayne Wade at the stripe. How many times have we said that before? He lives there.
Maravich dishes to McAdoo. And so it's Toronto winning this one. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Steve Smith, Craig Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. So long, everyone.